Yo, yo, yo. Let me know if I'm coming through clearly. There we go. There we go. Should be able to be heard down. Peace, 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 family. Yeah, I got to come through on the first day. It's day one of Q1. Beginning of the first quarter. We got 4 quarters. We got a fresh start. Fresh start. I gotta come back to where it all began at. I appreciate you tuning in still. Hopefully the information I've been bringing over the last couple of years has been useful to the viewer. Those that have been able to tap in and actually utilize the information that I share. Hopefully it's been useful for the viewer. Cool, that works for me. Mr. Ross said he's still hollering. That's what's up. Don't forget to get y'all Hotto gear too. Don't forget to get y'all Hotto gear. In fact, I got a new website coming out today, and I'll be updating this website as well. This one right here is now live. It shouldn't say launching soon. It is live. So, come get some of y'all Hotto gear. Hotto the right way. Hotto the right way. In fact, I'll put the link to the website in the chat. That way individuals can go ahead and order them some little Hotto clothing. There we go. Yo, 80, what's the word? I appreciate that. Because my work speaks volumes. I appreciate that. How's everybody doing today, though? How's everybody's night? Not too wild, I hope. I ain't gonna lie, as I've gotten to my older years, my nights have become less wild and more boring. Like the little memes be, I'm the one that's trying to sneak out of the club at night now. It's interesting. Yep. Another day, another lesson. Definitely a lot of lessons to be taken, especially over this last year in crypto. I'm gonna tell you one of the biggest lessons I got out of 2022. One of the biggest lessons I got out of 2022. And that's pretty much that institutional money, big money, the people that think they know it all, don't know what the fuck is going on. You got to look at how many crypto institutions were liquidated, bankrupt, how many commentators, content creators were sued, promoting pump and dumps, getting into projects that ultimately failed. You know what I mean? And these are supposed to be the who's who. Now, I think the biggest thing is how over leveraged a number of these institutions were on Bitcoin. Like they were leveraging up as Bitcoin was going higher. I don't know what game they was playing. But hey, when you're playing with other people's money, hey, guess you can do what you want. And that's one of the biggest things I've seen. Whereas, I've pretty much been telling people that the bear market has set in a little bit after November, right? Based off the bearish divergence and whatnot that we've seen going back into those times. And seeing that they, I guess, thought we were going to 100,000 plus. started borrowing money up the wazoo at that point. But anyways, now we sit here, Bitcoin at 16,006, which still isn't that bad. Still isn't that bad in the grand scheme of things, right? Let's look at the 3-month chart. On the 3-month chart, you're actually still bullish. You can actually give a little bit more wiggle room. You actually got a little bit more wiggle room to the downside, coming down around 14 to maybe somewhere around that $10,000, $11,000 area, right? We still got some wiggle room, but this is Bitcoin on a 3-month chart. Now, and this is normal in any chart, whereas you break out of a previous resistance level and then come back and usually retest that previous resistance as support. I've seen that happen in the space over and over and over a number of times on a number of different time frames. And, it's just a pattern that you'll see consistently. It's a pattern that you'll see consistently. But I think one of the biggest outliers that individuals could take home, so you can usually take this to the bank. And that would be on around midterm usage of the 20-day exponential moving average. Whereas we can see time and time again where that moving average has come in as resistance. You had one time here where you could have beaten the buck, but and see, this is the way you play it, right? This is the way you play it. Once you do start showing signs of a possible reversal, you have to start looking back at those previous lows as a get out area. Whereas if you were trading Bitcoin around this time, January 2022, interesting. Nice downside. You had to move north towards the 20-day exponential going into February. Interesting. Anyways, what we see here is a defined bottom coming in at about 37,000. What is that? About $37,000, give or take, right? You do have previous highs being broken. You do have the 20-day exponential being broken. Now, one of your first outliers would have been you breaking back below the 20-day exponential and then getting a rejection here and then breaking back down to your previous body lows and then breaking below there. That should have been the outlier of you getting in out of any type of position that you would have thought was going up at this point right here. And let me see, even at its highest, you would have only been at about a 20% loss, right? Versus buying the fake rally and being at where you're at now at a 62% loss. You know what I mean? So just a couple different ways to look at it. I will say this though, for the long-term hodler, sniping. If you're watching this thing go down $1,000 or $500 at a time, sniping some every time it goes down $500 to $1,000, there's nothing wrong with that. That means from roughly, we'll say 70,000 on down to 16,000. If you sniped it at every $1,000 or every $1,500, you start off, the higher you are, the less you put up, the lower you are. Let me put this out there first. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Please don't take anything that I'm sharing as any type of financial advice. Any and everything that I ever share is just my opinion, y'all. I'm not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form. I have absolutely no degrees and or certificates in any type of financial or economic studies. So always take everything that I'm saying, with a grain of salt. But the higher the price is, the lower the capital you would allocate towards any type of dollar cost averaging, if that's what you're doing. But then when you get to, prices where you're at 40, 50, 60, 70% discounts, you may want to start revving that up a little bit. You know what I mean? But the biggest thing you're looking for, let's just say we were to try the 20-day exponential here, which is interesting because it coincides with your previous wick lows here, right? So it coincides with your previous lows here. So let's just say we were to try a 20-day exponential. That'd give Bitcoin a move north towards about $18,000 utilizing a 5-day exponential moving average. Or no, 20-day exponential on the 5-day chart. Let's see, weekly. What are we looking at on the weekly? Weekly, you're looking at about 19. And we've tried the weekly a couple times. We've gotten close here, rejected though. I think the 5-day pulls it a little bit closer. Let me see, 3-day. Yeah, I think the 5-day would do. I think the 5-day would catch that rejection pretty solid. Right. And then if we were to run back up to that, I wonder where that 5-day would come in at. Right around your one spot, give or take. Not too bad. And then if you broke back down, you'd be looking at what's this 12.8, around $13,000 to the downside as a 1618 retracement. So, possibilities of Bitcoin going into Q1. What do y'all think? Bottom, go higher? Not bottom, go lower? What y'all think? What kind of projectives or projections, should I say, do y'all have for price leading into Q1 of 2023? What do y'all think here? Let me see what we got going on in the chat real quick. See what kind of ideas we got dropping. Yep, still blocked on IG. Yep. They don't want me to share the information on Instagram. No info on Instagram. Definitely lower. I'm seeing definitely lower. A little lower before a relief rally. I think it's going a bit lower before it goes back up. More downside. What's going on with Rising Williams? We got more downside. Yeah, I mean, as we look at this on a weekly, right? The weight is more so to the downside, though we want to keep in mind that on the moving average convergence divergence, we are starting to lose negative momentum, right? This means that the pressure from the bears is starting to subdue a bit. Remember, this is a week. In fact, this is a monthly chart. We're on the weekly. Weekly, we're still bullish a little bit. On a monthly chart, we're starting to lose it. So we could be finding somewhat of a consolidated bottom, but still means we can go lower. And basically what it is you wouldn't break your previous low. Which comes in at around what is that, $15,500, right? And if we were to take out that 15.5, that's when I'll be looking at $14,000 as the next rodeo to the downside, personally. Let's see what's going on. In the markets here, in the news for today. What's some of the first news for 2023? Australia overtakes El Salvador to become the 4th largest crypto ATM hub. Interesting. Australia, big ups, getting ahead of the crypto wave. Let's see, crypto top funding stories. I found this kind of funny. Who the fuck is that supposed to be? Me or something? Did they not just jock my fact? Hold on. Where is? Did they not just steal this? You know what I mean? Damn, did I not put the shirts up here? I thought I put the shirts up. Maybe I didn't. I could have swore I put the shirts up though. But yeah, when I seen that picture, it was funny. Like, one more, they got this idea from dude from with the Bitcoin Gucci shirt. Real interesting. And then they got the dude that looks like old boy from what would this be? Batman? Got his name. Let's see what they're talking about here. 2022 was a record-breaking year for blockchain and crypto VCs. Depending on who you ask, it's either a good thing or a bad thing. What is this, white versus black or something? What are you doing here? What type of subliminal are they casting here? Interesting. The old white man with the dollar signs, the young black dude with the Bitcoin symbols. Interesting. It's an interesting PSYOP they got right here. There it is, Rusty. Anyways, 2022 was a watershed year for crypto venture capital as investors poured tens of billions of dollars into blockchain-focused startups, despite the overwhelmingly bearish trend in asset prices. Is the VC-dominated crypto funding model good for the industry? Only time will tell. Cointelegraph Research is still in the process of tallying all the funding figures for the year, but 2022 easily outpaced all other years in terms of total capital raised and deals completed. VC inflows were above $14 billion in each of the first 2 quarters before receding just under $5 billion in the third quarter. So, and this is what I like about being in the space, y'all. Come from, you know, the demographics that I come from, the lifestyle that I used to live, you know, where you be sitting there with the guys, y'all think y'all be talking about money. We don't be talking about no goddamn money. We ain't talking about fucking pennies, man. Niggas talking about 30, 40,000, 60, 100,000, maybe a mil, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 2 mil. But when you get to talking about billions of dollars every single day, how are you not going to manifest billions of dollars in your future? You get what I'm saying? Remember, thought is the king. Thought is the cause of it all. So it's like wherever your thoughts lie, that's gonna manifest. You know what I'm saying? What could be within your near to further future. But anyways, it was just an interesting thought. Like all we talk about is hundreds of millions of billions of dollars in this space. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up manifesting that for yourself. Anyway, it says still an impressive tally given the industry-wide contagion sparked by the sudden collapses of Celsius, 3 Arrows Capital, Genesis, BlockFi, and FTX, among others. Against this backdrop, we've compiled a list of the biggest funding stories in 2022. So Han Ventures raised $1.5 billion for 2 Web3 focused investment funds. The newly launched Han Ventures established a $500 million early stage fund and a $1 billion acceleration fund to invest in every layer of the Web3 tech stack. Every layer. In launching her new fund, Katie Han recruited former executives from Airbnb, Coinbase, and Google tech incubator Jigsaw. So they're going and pulling individuals. It's just almost like Voltron when I be seeing where different individuals be coming together for this one new sector. You got to look at it like this. You got people coming from all walks of life within the business space to come over to this one new sector. You get what I'm saying? This one new sector. So it's interesting when I see that they're seeing what a lot of others are not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kingpin, that was his name. Kingpin from Batman, I think it was. If I'm not mistaken, that was his name. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, my apologies for that, y'all. Had to pop back in. Kingpin is Daredevil. You're thinking Penguin? Thoughts? Whatever. Y'all know what I mean, though. Where were we? So yeah, that was one such story. They're getting into Web3. Huobi Global launches a $1 billion investment fund focused on decentralized finance and Web3 projects. So once again, we got 2 funds so far with a total of about, what we're looking at, 2.5? About $2.5 billion is going directly towards Web3 and decentralized finance. Okay, these are some things we want to pay attention to, right? Then you got NBA Top Shot created with a $725 million fund, and that's to support the development of its Flow blockchain. The fund received backing from a range of investors, including Anderson Howard, Spartan Group, and Coin Fund. Let me see. Dragonfly Capital launched a $650 million fund. The funding initiative was supported higher than 500 million, yada, yada, yada. So the funds will be used to invest in what? DeFi, metaverse, and blockchain gaming startups. Family, let me speak about this. This is really the first time ever where all walks of life, no matter what nation you come from, what color you is, what your financial background is, how old you are, you can play the exact same games that these big wigs are playing. You get what I mean? The playing field ain't never been even like this, y'all. Want to know why? Because of regulation, because that red tape always kept everybody that could be in the market out of the market and only allowed a select few to be in the market. Right? Don't think it's always going to be like this. You can lay your claim now while it's early. Get your foot in the game. Get grandfathered in. But let me see. Fireblocks raises $550 million. Series fund, blah, 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 blah. Institutional infrastructure solutions. Okay, Fireblocks. Yeah, serve now. Defunct BlockFi, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Binance Labs earmarks $500 million for Web3 development. Once again, another $500 million going towards Web3 adoption across DeFi, NFT, gaming, metaverse, and social subsectors. We got Yuga Labs with a $450 million funding round. Let's see, that's the Bored Ape Yacht Club, of course. Its backers include Andreessen Horowitz, MoonPay, FTX, Animoca Brands. Let me see, yada, 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 yada. Okay, not too much information. Focus on companies will struggle to maintain their valuations moving forward. Polygon with a $450 million investment round. Polygon been doing this shit. Polygon been doing this thing, but I'm gonna tell you what the most bullish asset as far as like top tier is gonna be Litecoin. Litecoin is your best trading asset right now. But getting back to the story though, let me see. Multicoin Capital put $430 million. It will allocate $500 million and $25 million to crypto startups, and is prepared to invest up to $100 million in larger projects. Multicoin indicated that its latest funding initiative would prioritize projects with proof of physical work or protocols that have created real incentives for decentralization. Let me see. Frameworks, $400 million devoted to Web3 and blockchain gaming and DeFi. Once again, DeFi, blockchain gaming, and Web3 seem to be like the top tier amongst the investment funds right now. Let me see, $350 million, Ava Labs, Avalanche, yada, 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 Popular Blockchain. Well, that's a DeFi anyways. Near Protocol, $350 million for a decentralized application platform. At the time, it was one of the largest capital raises for any decentralized application platform. Proceeds were earmarked for supporting Near ecosystem growth, including increasing the number of regional hubs across the globe. Near ended 2022 as the 35th largest crypto project by market capitalization. Let me see, Binance, $200 million seed fund. Mobile payments, crypto, bankrupt crypto lender, okay, Voyager. So we got a couple of stories, but the main thing that sticks out in all of these stories, right? Yeah, fucking might as well, BB. The main thing is that they're investing, they are pooling funds in order to interact, right? In order to interact with Web3, metaverse, decentralized finance, and such. What do you think will be the first Black Swan event? Do you know what the definition of a Black Swan event is? And I'm just gonna let you think about it real quick. Just think about what the definition of a Black Swan event is, and then ask yourself that question. Why is Litecoin the best right now? Please elaborate. Just because it's the best on the chart. It ain't got shit to do with the technology. Is it better than Bitcoin? Is it better than Ethereum? It's just trading better on the chart than the other ones. That's all. That's 100% it. Nothing more, nothing less. There's nothing fancy, nothing smancy. You know, they got the halving and certain things like that. But why is it? There's no better or anything. It's just trading. It's trading more bullish than the other ones. That's it. You know what I mean? Nothing other than that. When they say investing, are they investing in projects that's already made for using that money to build new applications? Wait, when they say investing, are they investing in projects that's already made or using that money to build new applications? Both. They're doing both. Sorry, false flag for that matter. Okay. Yeah, you got to know what a black swan event is. Like, I'm just gonna leave it at that. If you don't know what a black swan event is, research it, y'all. There's really no way to tell when a black swan event is gonna happen, though. So yeah, that's interesting. Let's see what else we got. SushiSwap CEO proposes new tokenomics for liquidity and decentralization. Let's see what SushiSwap is doing so far. Not too good. Not too good at all. And the thing here is, right, this is what you really want to look for with assets. Has it breaking total major lows or major highs? With SushiSwap, your major low is right there, right? That's $1.05. Well, no, $1 even. You're at 93 cents right now. So now, as long as you're below $1, the thing is you're projected to go lower. So now you go and look and see, okay, well, how lower? How much lower can we go from where we're already at? Well, if you're unable to get back above $1, your next stop is 85 cents. Below there, you're looking at about 52 cents. In my humble opinion, always remember, this is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. These are just my opinions, and my opinions alone. But that's the route I would be looking for if it was unable to get back above $1. Now, if it's able to stay above 85 cents and get back above $1, then I'm looking like $1.10 first and foremost before we continue to move up. But I don't see that right now. Anyways, let's see. It goes on to say that the new tokenomics intends to boost liquidity and decentralization in the platform, enabling SushiSwap to continue operations. Jerry Gray, CEO of the decentralized exchange SushiSwap, has plans to redesign tokenomics to the Sushi token, according to a proposal introduced on the December 30th in the SushiSwap forum. As part of the new proposed tokenomics model, time-locked tiers will be introduced for emission-based rewards, as well as a token burner mechanism and a liquidity lock for price support. The new tokenomics aims to boost liquidity and decentralization in the platform, along with the strengthening treasury reserves to ensure continual operation and development. In the proposed model, liquidity providers, or LPs, will receive 0.05 of swap fees, giving a real yield revenue, with higher volume pools receiving the biggest share. LPs will also be able to lock their liquidity to earn boosted emissions-based rewards. The rewards are forfeited and burned, however, if they are removed before maturity. So this is decent. This means that they're giving you instead of algorithmic or kind of incentivized yield, they're giving you real yield, which is just coming back from individuals using the platform. Much like what GMX kind of put the spotlight on. Much like what GMX kind of put the spotlight on. It goes on to state that also Staked Sushi won't receive any share of the fee revenue, but emission-based rewards paid in sushi tokens. Time-locked tiers will be used to determine emission-based rewards, with longer time locks resulting in bigger rewards. Withdrawal before the maturity of time locks are permitted, but rewards will be forfeited and burned. The decentralized exchange will use a variable percentage of the 0.05% swap fee to buy back and burn the sushi token. That's almost like a stock buyback. The percentage will change based on the total time lock tier selected, and the proposal's notes state, because time locks get paid at the maturity, but burns happen in real time when a large amount of collateral gets unstaked before maturity, it has a sizable deflationary effect on the supply. The tokenomics design comes after SushiSwap to close to have less than 1.5 years of runway left in its treasury, meaning that a significant deficit was threatening the exchange's operational viability. As reported by Cointelegraph, SushiSwap experienced a $30 million loss over the past 12 months in incentives for LPs due to the token-based emission strategy, leading the company to introduce the new tokenomics model. So there's something going on with SushiSwap there. Let's see, what else is going on in the space? Let me see, what do y'all want to talk about? Any questions out there from the community? Any questions? Crypto winner won't end in 2023. Bitcoin advocate David Marcus, Sam Bankman-Fried reportedly plead not guilty to criminal charges. That's an interesting case. A disastrous year. Proof of reserves is more efficient. New research indicates boomers make better crypto investors. Let me check the chat real quick, see what we got going on. I'm always looking to discharge. That's there you go. That's the type of vibe you want to have. Black Swan event comes as a surprise. What's the biggest place to stake BTC in your opinion? Was reading something about Thorchain in that vault. The best place. Always remember what I say. There is no best. There's no best. What you'll look for is just whoever's got the highest interest rate. Now, for native BTC, I wouldn't know, but I do know for wrap Bitcoin, if you choose to wrap it, the highest interest rate right now would probably be over here on Instadap Lite. And if I'm not mistaken, they are giving, come on, turn on for us, 1.28% interest rates. Damn, it's 5% on ETH. Thought it was higher on wrap Bitcoin. Interesting. Let me see real quick. Let's see. See who's got the highest interest rates real quick on BTC. What time is it? 103. Okay, so yeah, we already ran through the first half hour. Let's see. Yearn, looks like Yearn notional got 1.4. They got some new grants to do on Phantom too. Y'all may want to check those out. Let's see. Curve Vault. Wrap Bitcoin. It's not showing any interest rate over here though. Let's see, that's on Ethereum. Look at Optimism. Yeah, that's taking too long. I don't even feel like waiting. There we go. Wrap Bitcoin. This one's new, so they don't have anything in it yet. 1.68% on Ethereum though. Let's take a look at Phantom. Almost 2% over here on Phantom Wrap Bitcoin. Almost 2%. They got about $1.3 million total value locked. That's not bad. Yearn Finance is a top tier project too. 2.3% on Wrap Weave, 1.5% on Link. That's on Phantom. Let's see what Arbitrum has, which they have not done the token yet. So any type of exposure to Arbitrum, I think, in my humble opinion, is good. Since we don't have crypto vaults on Arbitrum just yet. Feature, they got the crypto Curve Try Crypto Pool Vote. Not a bad one in my humble opinion. And then they got the meme vote. Any equity lending program plays that cash flow daily, weekly, monthly. No, I don't look for shit like that. Nope. I don't look for cash flow. I just look for decent interest rates. My pops put something in the Instadap Lite, I think ETH, but he couldn't get it out for some reason. Tell him to reach out to me. What's up with the boot camp? The boot camp starts this Friday. We're going to start off with the basics, and then we're going to rev it up towards the end of the second month. I think I'm going to look to run into boot camp 10 weeks, for 10 weeks every Friday. Ms. Rising Williams, you need help? I was having difficulty with last night. What's the best place? Okay, I was having some difficulty with it last night. Let me see my pops. Instadap also has that BTCB that's a super solid rate plus AVAX reward. Facts. I think that's NFT Barber, if I'm not mistaken. NFT Barber. Yeah, but Casper, I don't be looking for that like the daily cash flow shit. Like the 1% daily or 1 point. I don't look for that shit. No, 9 times out of 10, in my humble opinion, what DeFi, DCA, DApp is best. Y'all gotta stop asking for the best. There's no best in this place. Sometimes there's only a select few, but there's really no best. As of right now, I've been using Mean Finance though. As of right now, I've been using Mean Finance. Yeah, y'all gotta stay away from that best word though. You get caught up with the best, and then somebody sells you something like, yeah, this is the best place you want to go. I don't agree with the word best. Some I may use more than others, but I don't do the word best though. So yeah, you can use Mean Finance. This is decent. I want to go to the original page. Yeah, well, yeah. This one of the top ones I'm using right now because I like how it works. I like how it allows you to earn interest on both sides of the fence too. So that's the one I'm using right now. Let's see. Do you think this is a good time to buy Mana, or you expect it a lot lower? I'm expecting the market to possibly continue lower. So it's not about best time. Look at it like this: were you buying Mana at $4? Where you buying Mana at $3? Where you buying Mana at $2? Where you buying Mana at $1? If you was buying Mana at $1, and right now, that shit is 30 cents. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Can it go lower? Yep. Yes, it definitely can go lower. Let me see. Could you tell us which item to purchase for the upcoming? So I don't have the item on for the upcoming boot camp on the OpenSea yet. As of right now, you just So in the way, this way I'm gonna do the boot camp, right? I'm not gonna make anybody lock themselves in for a 10-week program. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up every single class every single week for $50. Come if you want, don't if you don't. You know what I mean? I don't want to make anybody lock. I don't want to lock anybody in, even though I should. But I don't want to lock anybody in any type of commitment. So it's really an open boot camp. But I'm not going to go through the things I went through on the previous boot camp and the next one. So if you come to one, skip one, come to the next one, and you don't know what the hell we're talking about, that's on the individual then. You know what I mean? That's on the individual. It's all about accumulation and throwing it in a great DeFi application for me. There you go. That's a nice method. Let whatever investment you hold make more money for you. Do I use USDD at all? No. No. I added funds to my Mean Finance position last night. Good shit. Yeah, that's a mean platform right there. That's a mean platform right there. Any of you all using token sets? Anybody using token sets? You know you can create your own indexes on token. Like it's so many little different toys out here for an individual to play with, right? If you know how to play with them and what you really want to do with them. Especially like what you could be doing right now, right? In all honesty, with token sets. Not even really opening the position. You could be creating the different indexes that you want to manage as price moves in your favor when the market turns around. You know what I mean? Create a set. You know, you select your tokens. Let's say we want to make a DeFi set. We'll put Mana, Sand, maybe Audience. Do they got Audience? Audit chain? No, they don't. Let's see. Aurora. MetaVault trade. Don't know what that is. I might take a look at it though. Let me see. Rev. We got Rev. So we can just use these three as an example. And then, you know, you put whichever weight on whichever one you want the most and then lock that one in. So you can lock that in and then play with these two. You know what I mean? And then when the market comes, you price it whatever you want. And when the market comes, it moves in your favor. You are able to profit from the appreciation based off the percentage of the weight of each one of the assets within your personal index. Make sense? So that's just one method that y'all can use, man. I appreciate any and all donations that I do get to. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's make 2023. Let's make 2023, right? Let's make 2023 all about reciprocity. Let's make 2023 all about reciprocity. As y'all see, none of my shit is monetized. My YouTube's not monetized, so I don't get paid for going live here. Instagram ain't monetized. In fact, you know something I started seeing on Instagram a lot of people started subscriptions. Like, hey, pay for me to, I don't know what the fuck they're paying for. I'm not subscribed to anybody, so I don't know what you pay for when you subscribe to people on Instagram. But nothing that I do is monetized other than the classes that I hold. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, all information I bring is free. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate any and all donations that I do get from the community. Let's go to DeFi Llama and see what some of the bigger projects are right now. Lido's taken. MakerDAO still coming in at number 2, CDP. Let's look at Binance Smart Chain. Pancake, Still Venus, Alpaca Finance. People actually sleep on Alpaca. Bankroll, where you at? We've been fucking with Alpaca for the last couple of years. I like Alpaca Finance, to keep it a buck with you. Leverage yield farming. Aha. As always, come do your own research before you interact with any one of these platforms. Let me slide back over and check the questions real quick. Red Pill 9, you can use either or. You can use either or. You can use the one that I just put up in there. They're both usable. They are both usable. Are token sets on something else besides Ethereum? Yes. You can do it on Polygon. Happy New Year. What's going on, Savage Trader? Happy New Year. Happy New Day, Patrick. What's going on? Peace, peace, peace. You know, another one that doesn't get a lot of airplay, which I like, Alpha Homura. It's not going to show us unless I connect my wallet. I don't want to connect my wallet right now on YouTube. It ain't going to show us. But definitely you want to check out Alpha Homura too. Let's see. Who else we got? Let's take a look at Arbitrum. See what some of our top apps are. GMX, Uniswap, Sushi, Stargate, Synapse, Radiant, Beefy, Vesta Finance, CDP. Collateralized debt positions, huh? Total value lock only 22.5 million. They did have 60 million in there. Vesta Finance allows you to borrow collateralized stablecoin against supported crypto assets with no interest rate, forked from Liquidity. Interesting. I appreciate that, Mr. Harden. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. All love. Maximize the potential of your crypto assets. How does it work? The collateralized stablecoin powered by Vesta Finance. Unlike under collateralized stablecoins, there's more than $1 worth of assets for each unit of VST. Arbitrum native stablecoin. And the reason I'm looking at this one is because it is on the Arbitrum network. Remember, Arbitrum has not yet given an airdrop. So any exposure that you can get to this network, right? Any exposure you can get to this network, it just amplifies, especially if it's already serving you a purpose, right? It just amplifies the possibility of you getting the airdrop later on in the flick. And then it's like, oh shit, I just got a free 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. What's some of the biggest airdrops some of y'all? I know for a fact some of y'all have gotten $5,000 and $10,000 airdrops. Because I've gotten them. And I know some of you follow the same things that I've done. So, you know, who doesn't need a free $5 or $10 or even $1,000? You know what I mean? Who couldn't use that? Let's see. Let's take a look at Kava. Kava Network. Kava Mint, Kava Lend, Kava Earn, Kava Liquid, Liquid Staking, Kava Boost. Take a look at Kava Liquid. Here we go, app.kava.io/mint. Kava Liquid is a liquid staking protocol where users can stake Kava for B Kava. And then if Kava's going down, what do? You sell the B Kava, and then you either short and or earn interest stabilized on the stable coin that you swapped it to. And then when Kava starts to turn around, you go back and buy the B Kava at a lower price than it was, keeping the middleman money and giving back, still earning the rewards from the Kava that you had staked in the liquid staking platform. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Am I familiar with Dero? No, I don't know Dero. Let's see, Dero. Never heard of Dero. I don't think so. Dero. Let's look up Dero Crypto. Private decentralized application platform. Let's go here. Up 2.4%. Let's see. That means they should be here. Dero. Here we go. $4 right now. Let me see. 24 cents. High of $27. Not bad. So the last 180 days last year. Start looking like you're trying to find a bottom now. Back down to 270. Lowest was 270. That was July. This one's starting to climb itself out of the hole. A lot better than a lot of the other ones. What markets is it on? Let's see. KuCoin? Yep, it is on KuCoin. Nice. Take a sneak peek real quick. General purpose, private, and scalable decentralized application platform that allows developers to deploy powerful and unstoppable applications while users retain control over the assets with complete privacy. Download, all downloads. Homomorphic encryption blockchain, created from scratch, securing private smart contracts. Let's see features. Wallet. Get started, download the wallet. I'll probably open this up on another computer and play with this and see what this does. Not familiar though, but it does look interesting. Not familiar, but it does look interesting. Definitely looks interesting. And we can get it on KuCoin, so that makes it even more better. I appreciate for dropping that jewel. It may be a gem. It may be a gem, y'all. It just may be a gem. What is this? K-Perp exchange. Where did this come from? Only 500K locked in, but still. K-Perp exchange is a decentralized exchange created to offer a broad selection of trading options and extremely high values of liquidity on numerous cryptocurrencies. Forked from GMX. Interesting. Decentralized spot and perpetual exchange. If they don't have a K-Perp token, you may be able to get a K-Perp coin or KP coin. Interesting. This is interesting. Pay Kava, so you can pay US, you can pay in stable, you can pay in any of these, and then you can leverage, let's see, Bitcoin up to 30x leverage. Not fucking bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not a lot of liquidity over here, but it's enough to make a little noise. Grow your little Kava account. That's the thing. You can pay Kava, get paid out in Kava. You get what I mean? So not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I need to hurry up and interact with Arbiter because I've gotten your video a while ago. Zero is a privacy smart contract. Yep, we just read. Yep, we just read all of that. Yeah, the K-Perp exchange doesn't look too bad either. Doesn't look too bad. So maybe come do some work on this. But yeah, class this Friday for those that are interested. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna do something at a physical location out here in Chicago. Other than that, it's gonna be done via GoToMeetings. I'll be sharing my screen. You'll be able to share your screen if you need help with anything. It's gonna be all interactive. It's gonna start at 7 p.m. and just run until we're done. That's how it's gonna be for every single class. Click the link in my bio on Instagram for those that are interested, or send an email to blockwallstreetwork@proton.me. I appreciate any and everybody who was able to tune in today for the first coffee and crypto of the year. Let me see, Bitcoin up $16, Ethereum up $3 since the beginning of the show. Not a lot of movement. Are you doing one-on-ones again? Yeah, you can schedule one-on-ones. Y'all had the ability to get a discount on all one-on-ones for 2023 right before the end of the year. Yesterday was the last day for you to pay for the one-on-one and then just schedule wherever you wanted at a discount. Everything's back to regular prices. So, but still cheap as fuck though, so it really don't matter. Hey, but with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Until the next one, peace, power, and prosperity, family. I am gone.